Persuasive Speech, Communication Class 110. Today's topic is to persuade individuals not to smoke or use tobacco products. My name is Thomas, and I will be your speaker for today. Let's ask ourselves a couple of questions. Why do we really smoke? What do we get out of smoking? Is it the joy? Well, here are some of the answers that most people come up with, and most of them are common answers. Some people say it calms the nerves. Some people say it helps them think. Some people think it's a calming feeling from smoking a cigarette. And there's even some people that says the cigarettes helps them to relax. But you will rarely hear individuals say, I smoke them because they kill me. That's right. You will rarely hear someone say that phrase. Well, let me tell you a few things about smoking and using tobacco products. Number one, your family and friends really do not enjoy the smoke or the secondhand smoke, because to them it's just as bad as smoking a cigarette. Have you looked at the price of a pack of cigarettes these days? Some prices are starting around $5.36. So let's compare a pack of cigarettes versus a gallon of gas. And most of you know what I'm talking about when I say the price of a gallon of gas these days. But would you believe there's people out there that will spend more money to buy cigarettes than to buy gas for their vehicle? We know that the price of gas is going up. We know that the price of cigarettes continue to go up. But that has not stopped the population from going out and buying either. So that puts us in a dilemma. When you go out and you buy one of these and a pack of these, you're putting yourself and others at risk, especially your health. Your family is about the closest thing that you'll ever have. Let's crunch a couple of numbers, because I'm sure there are some of you out there that are still not convinced that cigarettes kill. According to the CDC, roughly 440,000 people die per year from cigarettes or cigarette-related products. If you break that down a little bit further, you will see that that's about 36,666 per month. Wow. We can even break it down a little bit further. 8,461 per week. That is a lot of people, a lot of the population that we are losing on a regular basis. And this is just from cigarettes and cigarette-related items. If you look at it worldwide, that's roughly 92 billion people a year that die from these products. Are you convinced yet? Probably not. Okay, well, here's a little more information. You're probably wondering where I'm getting my information from. Okay, no problem. You go to www.wrongdiagnosis.com. You can find that information. Once again, www.wrongdiagnosis.com. Don't let the name fool you. The site itself is sponsored by the CDC. If the cigarette lighter, just packs of cigarettes, doesn't change your mind, what about the results of how these products leave your breath smelling? Not everyone enjoys cigarette breath. What about continuous use? Sooner or later, it's going to lead to this right here: medication. The cost of medication and the medicine and the hospital visit, again, continuously go up. Still not convinced? Not a problem. Sooner or later, you end up wearing one of these. When you start wearing one of these, maybe then you'll start to realize that this is not a joke anymore. Many places have already placed a smoking ban in place. That's understandable, because you have kids, you have other people that suffer from other types of diseases or ailments, and they just cannot be around people that smoke. Have you ever noticed the lengths that smokers go to? Bad weather, gotta have a cigarette. Raining, Lighting, gotta have a cigarette. Sneaking around, smoking behind the building, gotta have a cigarette. That sounds like an addiction. But once again, there's places that you can go and you can get counseling on these problems. Yes, I know, you're still not convinced. Why don't you try calling 1-800-QUIT NOW? Once again, 1-800-QUIT NOW. To get some help, to get some information, get an understanding why it is you need to give up these cigarettes, why you need to give up these tobacco products. Because sooner or later, you're going to end up in the hospital. My father died of cancer. He was one of those individuals that would not listen until it was too late. Then he tried to quit. It didn't work. The cancer had already set in. But this came from years and years of smoking. Every chance he got, he had to have a cigarette. Even after he told us he had quit smoking, he was still smoking. In the end, he did learn his lesson. But just like I said, in the end, it was too late. You don't have to believe me. The evidence is there. Just go to some of the mentioned websites or either call the 1-800 number that I gave you, and you will get a clear understanding exactly how powerful this product is. It affects your lungs, your liver, and other vital body organs. Please take the opportunity, check out these resources, and go ahead and quit smoking. If you know someone that needs some assistance, that needs some help, please feel free to pass this information over to them as well.